Alright, so I say, alright, Sheriff, what's the next move?
Alright, well, let's finish off getting this fire under control, though it looks like it's going to burn itself out. Second, let's get identification on that thing, find out where it came from, and who was on it, and you know, let's see if we can figure out how, you know, when did this couldn't have been too long ago, like, you know, sometime this morning or late last night, though, at the latest. I mean, you know, ships don't just spontaneously catch fire and drift all night in the water. I mean, this was today.
Alright, well, I'm going to go look at the now petering fire and go try and see what I can observe based on corpses, wreckage, you know, etc., etc. Listen to the dockmen talk about it while they clean it up, that sort of thing.
Alright, yeah, well, the dockmen are all, you know, up in arms, and they're like, is that so-and-so from Wilson's Folly? You know, they're like,
Right.
trying to identify people. They're trying to figure out what the boat name is, and they're at the same time they're like patting out flames and moving cargo out of the way because it's a bit of a mess. And two piers are completely wrecked. So from the quickest glance, the way this thing is sinking and just the damage it inflicted on the docks when it had enough momentum. It must be another ore barge coming down.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever's on board is you know, going to be sitting here in the bottom of the docks for a few weeks until somebody fish it out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the. Then I'll head to the dockmaster. That being said.
Dockmaster is just, he's scrunched up his manifests and he's barking orders and scratching his head at the same time. He just doesn't know what to make of this.
All right, I'm gonna ask the dockmaster a question.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. What do you need, officer?
All right, I'm gonna ask him. Do you know when this boat left the fucking mines up there?
Well, I mean, the only one that could be, if that was an ore barge, the only one that could be is the Mistral, and that was doing just about an hour from now. So, you know, she's basically on schedule, so to speak. And, you know,
except on fire.
So, I mean, really, you know, this had to happen just a mile or two up river from here. Like, you know, whatever happened was right on our doorstep.
Alright, listen, I know this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but you got one of them little fucking dinghies I can borrow?
Holy shit, this is
You're not gonna go upstream on a dinghy, sir. The currents are too strong.
The hell I won't! I'm a goddamn paladin.
Good lord.
This is a bad idea.
Propelled by the power of faith.
You're wearing like 50 pounds of metal.
It'll be
go
fine.
In a strong river upstream. And you
right.
never see
We're not
again.
fishing you out of the river. You can fucking drown.
I'll just catch on fire. It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean,
you'll feed the fish.
And he says to you, you know, following a river is a lot like following train tracks. I mean, if I knew what a train track was, but it seems to me that a river isn't going to pull any tricks on you. If you want to know what's up there, just walk along it.
God damn it. I want to take a boat up it. I don't
It's
want
a
to
hell
walk.
of a lot faster than
I don't
trying
have
to
a
fight
mount.
upstream currents.
Then dying?
I should have taken running.
Right? Holy shit, man, what are you doing?
I mean, you can take one of the town's horses, but I heard the guards talking. You sent them out on a scouting expedition. So
I know, they're not going to be back till tomorrow.
Fucking lazy guards.
Right? Alright, well, I'm gonna just, you know, casually say my, you know, niceties with the dockmaster, and then I'm gonna go find Oscar. The aforementioned Oscar.
Oh,
who is
alright, yeah.
now probably
Oscar
putting out fire.
Is standing in the back with a bunch of his labor buddies. And, I mean, there's nothing much left for them to do, and They're just waiting for the all clear so that Dockmaster will send them home. They're obviously not going to get anything else done, and there's no other barges due in until morning. So, yeah. What do you? Oscar kind of nods at you and says, "What?"
All right, so I say to him, Oscar, you know any of these guys that just washed up here?
You asked me to identify a bunch of charred corpses? I have no idea.
Surely you knew somebody on the minstrel, though.
Well, sure. I mean, I know enough of them to like talk to them, say hi, and make the same lame jokes we make to each other every time. Something about being up a creek without a paddle, and we always chuckle, but it's really dumb.
All right, I say, all right, let's go somewhere where we can talk about this. And I
don't know
show
what else
him.
to tell you.
No. Hold on. I show him my bottle of booze I procured from the bar.
Are you coming on to me?
No. This is just maybe, I don't know.
Best D&D game ever.
Well,
I removed my robe and
talk,
wizard
whatever.
cap.
It's hot. I've been standing close to a fire. I'll take
Yeah,
a
he
cold
needs a
beer,
drink.
Wine. Fine.
Of course,
fine.
he needs a drink. He
Fine.
needs a drink.
And a
So,
little bit of pounding.
right, he needs a drink and some pounding.
Fine.
So-
So whatever. You go out of the way and crack open a couple.
Right,
Now
and I say,
moderately cool ales.
Right. So, my intent here is to lubricate him up so I can ask him some more questions about what he's seen and what he's noticed in the past. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before this,
yeah.
before this boat fully sinks, once it's clear that the dock is safe, I want to slink a little closer, see if I can use my powers of observation to take a look at this boat. Is there any signs of combat? Are any of these bodies tied up? Are there any weapons on the deck?
It's funny you should ask. Sticking out of the backs of at least one of the charred corpses is, a 4-foot long, nasty-looking spear. So, at least one of these people died long before the ship was on fire.
Am I able to? I'm not able to identify this spear in any kind of way, am I?
It's, you're lucky it lasted this long. It'll burn away eventually,
Is there any damage to the boat? Was it hit by any like heavy armament, like a catapult or anything like that?
Not that you can tell. I mean, there's some like what looks like piercings along the front, the front gun walls of the ship, but you can't tell if that's from the crash or somebody hit it with a harpoon or whatever. But I mean, it is no major identifiable trauma like a giant rock sitting on it or something. The masts were intact before it crashed in, so. And the sails had been fully engulfed long before that. It was just drifting.
And the corpses are just laid about the deck, like.
Yeah, no one stacked them or anything. They're just sprawled.
All right,
You might
so
find more combat wounds on them, but again, it's all.
as a question, I have not noticed that what Axe has, but now knowing that there's this treasure trove of information there, can I, like, in my next go, also go look at the boat and investigate and glean all this information as well?
That's metagaming.
You can go back and look at the boat anytime you want, but
Okay.
I mean, you're off dealing with Buddy Boy, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, now that I know that there's this much shit, there's this much detail, like, I was going to eventually
nobody
get to the boat.
asked. Like,
Right.
The information is always possibly there, but everyone has to ask the right questions. And you're welcome to ask those questions on at whatever moment you see fit, but I can't guarantee you get the same information.
Okay, right, because, Axe has observation and I don't.
It's beyond that even, but go
I
ahead.
am awesome.
Okay.
The boat
Right.
is still, the boat itself is still burning. Like, there, every minute that goes by, more evidence or whatever is just going to go up. So, and it's managing to sink at the same time. So
Some great detective work there, Lou.
I don't know what state the boat will be in when you get back. That's all I'm saying. So.
Shut your fucking mouth, Chumley.
Oh my god.
All right.
You're no
Anyway,
monk.
so,
There's gonna be some dynamic between us here.
Who wants to go next? Sushi, you're standing here in the middle of all this. You've overheard the Paladin guy yelling back and forth with the dock master and the sheriff, and you know that the town is on lockdown now, and you actually can see groups of not professional soldiers, but definitely armed men at all the entrances and egresses to and from town. Just want to hang out.
So are they like groups, or is it like a guy, or is it a couple guys?
It's about 4 that are at every path in and out of town. So I mean, there's the river that could that's not particularly guarded, but it's still a river. There's the 2 roads. And then there's a few side alleyways that go out into the open fields, but everything's essentially blocked down. But as of yet, to this point, since the time you had breakfast, put the waitress to sleep, packed your things, left the note. I don't know where did you leave the note, by the way. Where in the end did you leave the note?
Just in the room.
And you left the note in the room. No one's come running down the street shouting your name or anything. Anyone who's here is totally engrossed in the fire.
Except for Axe, who's engrossed in the details.
Yeah, except for a shadowy figure. You notice a shadowy figure standing on the docks, staring not at the boat, but at the details of the boat.
Oh boy.
Alright. Julia.
Wait, are you telling me that this fucking, This guy who fucking put the waitress to sleep fucking saw me before the fucking paladin did?
I'm getting
he
hammered,
was looking
dude.
at the boat, and you're standing right at the boat. The paladin, you were off hiding wherever when the paladin left, so you came on the scene after that. So yeah, now anyone can see you staring at the boat, but they're not paying attention to you.
Impossible.
They're paying attention to everything else that's going on.
He has his invisibility cloak on, savage.
They see you. They don't notice you from a frickin' hole in the ground, but I mean they physically see you.
Go, there's that one guy who talked to Slim that we all totally know about.
Yeah, like they don't like.
It was a joke.
Guy.
Man. It's a joke. It's cool.
Alright. Well, I guess the next play would be to find a place that's not that inn.
Wait, I quickly form myself into a circle.
Oh, well, he's disappeared. I swear he saw somebody there.
It's an
I was
illusion.
just kind of...
If you stop moving, he
Whatever.
won't see you. He's like a T-Rex.
Alright, so you
Continue.
want to...
Yeah, I need to hunker down till nightfall, and then I'm gonna try to get out.
Alright, okay, so were you still talking with Oscar? We want to have our drinking chat?
I'm gonna pour him a drink because I know he's a blue collar guy.
Drinking McRape chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour him a drink because he's a blue collar guy, and then I'm gonna clean his fucking pipe organs.
What the fuck?
Okay, ask
Getting a little dirty in here.
Ask your questions.
Get to the fucking cleaning, man. I'm gonna draw me a portrait of this. Am I close enough to draw a portrait of this?
To go with your goblin porn. Alright, I'm gonna go with, oh god, I don't even know what to ask him. Okay, so, I'm gonna ask him, hey, the other day when they pulled that guy out of the river from the other boat, you know anything about him?
I mean, it wasn't a personal friend, you know?
He's now inebriated, so he's a little more likely to expound.
I understand. Let me run my NPCs.
Okay.
Whoa!
Alright.
Smarmy.
Getting a little,
Fine.
getting a little
Fine.
dirty in here.
I'm just saying. This is what he tells you. He says, I mean, I know him better than most. I guess here, but I mean, the ferrymen don't get off the boat. We don't get on the boat, so we talk as we shift cargo back and forth. I mean, I think I could tell you his name. He's got a wife, a couple kids, or he did anyway. And he's working through the season till the river started to freeze, just to get a little extra coin. Then he's gonna go back down to Reach and probably spend it all in unhealthy manners.
So his wife and kids are back in Reach?
Yeah, well, in the area anyway. I don't know if they live in the city proper, but I mean, everybody does. So.
What I need to know.
And not from around here, that's for sure. No, not many are. Anybody who lives in this area is either a logger or a farmer.
You notice anything suspicious or unusual with any of the crates you've been loading and unloading? Anything unusually heavy, unusually light?
Business as usual, as far as I can tell.
Savage ain't making this easy.
I know, no kidding.
Well, everyone's kind of looking in the wrong directions, but I mean, I can't tell you where to go, so...
Me and this shiny guy have been fucking busting our ass trying to fucking run this investigation from two different sides.
No kidding. Any word you heard of anyone unhappy with anything involving any shipments or trade or anything recently?
No, not even like
looking in the wrong direction, Hagii.
Just the regular scuttlebutt, the ferryman bitch about their bosses and the ore ferry guys, they hate the fact that they have to carry the heaviest loads. I mean, there's a lot of ribbon that goes back and forth between them and the guys from Highfall, because I mean they're just usually moving like linens and pottery and crap. That's not nearly as tough, although it's a lot more breakable. There's been a few pushing and shoving if they nudge each other, and one of them will toss a crate, and there goes a week's worth of clay jugs.
Okay. Alright, well, Oscar, I really appreciate all the help you've been. I'll leave this bottle with you and be on my way. If you think of anything, you let the sheriff know, alright?
Yeah, will do.
Alright, so now I'm going to go investigate what's left of the smoldering rubble of the ship.
Well, its nose first in the drink now. It's not deep enough for it to totally submerge, but... so now there's some burnt, charred bodies, various stages of submersion. Take a bit before they float back to the surface. Or they get fished out.
Can I notice anything on the bodies?
They're underwater at this point. The only thing you do notice, I guess, is the aft of the boat. There's distinctly something jammed in the rudder, like a log or something. So whoever did this sent it straight on its course and didn't want it to deviate.
So it was intentional.
Yeah. Things like that don't get wedged in there by themselves.
That is likely true. Alright. Well, and I can't see any bodies, correct?
Well, not that are discernible. They're either charred black or they're, like, under 3 feet of water.
Okay, so there's nothing I can see that would elude me to saying that there was a fight.
You don't get to see
I'm sorry,
No,
Captain.
that's fine. I just want to make sure I cover all my
anything.
bases. I know how Savage is. I want to make sure I cover my bases.
Great detective work there, Lou.
Okay, I am not going out of my way to hide anything from anyone, okay?
I presume you are.
But
alright.
Don't! It's not much. This is not a contest. I am not trying to outwit you guys.
Bullshit! I've fucking DM'd before.
Bullshit.
Merely your guides through this adventure.
Guide my
Okay,
ass.
and a
Guide
lot
to the
is me
fucking
reacting to
afterworld.
you.
Alright, so I'm gonna go find the sheriff again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a little chat with the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff has been confabbing. You notice he's in a bit of a huddle. He's got one of his guards there, the sergeant at arms. And you got him, captain of the militia, the innkeeper, the healer, so to speak, who'd come down. They've all been in a bit of a discussion, and they notice you coming and, nod you into the conversation circle. And the sheriff turns to you and says, all right, this is what we do in this situation. We've got what's now a series of, I would consider, confirmed attacks on shipping in this area, close to our borders. And we have a whole bunch of people that no one's seen before in town. So we start by questioning them and work our way out. And he just starts pointing at people that either he knows in the crowd or that people have shown him in the crowd, and he points at you, Axe. And he points at you, Sushi.
I hope not, because I am not standing there. I've been gone.
Yeah, good one. And then he turns around and he says, yeah, and whoever that girly girl is with the Druid, I've not seen her until right now. All of you, follow me. And you're in tow, the innkeeper's in tow, and you're going back up the street towards the tavern.